there's something missing. It usually sits right there on that counter. And it is also sitting right in front of me. And this is a 1956 Marconi 1232. It is a rebrand of the Emerson 1232. And it is a portable TV, radio, and phonograph speaker all in one. It has the option to have a phonograph plugged in the back. And then you can switch it up here from radio or TV into the phono mode. I've had this for about 2 years now. I got it for $50 on May 27th of 2023 at 1:19 p.m. Don't ask. So I just kind of had this sitting around. I planned to do something with it, and then some unfortunate events happened, and I had to put it off. I've had a service manual since August of the same year, and then I picked out all my parts last year, and I still never bought them until just now. I've got all these bags of parts. I've got all new capacitors for the papers and the electrolytics. I didn't bother doing the ceramic capacitors because they'll be fine unless I have to. I don't even know about resistors yet. This is going to be a very long project. I've never done anything like this before. I've installed new capacitors into other things, but I've never done a TV before. So I'm hoping this is going to go okay. It was $60 for all the capacitors here, and the TV was only $50. So that sounds about right. And I'm never selling it. Like, if I can get it up and running and looking good, it's going to stay with me forever. But for right now, we're going to get this thing out of the case. I will be right back. So it is actually the next day, and I got a little carried away. I've been replacing capacitors. So far I've got 12. There's 3 in here, 3 in here. This is 1. Those are all the electrolytics. And I've got 5 papers replaced so far. I've got these 5 here. That's one of the new ones. And then on the bottom side, we've got all the electrolytics replaced. There's a couple tricky ones. Well, most of them are tricky. I've got all the easy ones done, which kind of should have maybe done them last. But there's that paper capacitor right back in there. And then, see if I can get this down. And then there's all these paper capacitors. I think that's one there. There's these ones here. There's all of these back here. Then I think there's 2 real big ones in here. Oh yeah. There's 2 really big ones in there. One down there at the bottom, and then this big fat fucker here on the side. But so that's where I'm at right now. I have the speaker out right now and the picture tube. It's sitting over there on a cloth. So I'm going to come back once I've got all the capacitors changed, or all the paper capacitors at least. I'm currently trying to figure out how I'm going to get to, where was it, capacitor 58. It is 0.022 microfarads. And it is this one back in here, which I think is the one I was pointing to. Yeah, this red one back here. That is capacitor 58. I have no idea how I'm supposed to get that out. But what's it tied into? I can probably just... Isn't it in this big glob here? If I can just snip it and then, you know, kind of lay one over the top here, that'd be real nice. Yes, it is just in that glob. Okay. Getting it out is going to be the tricky part. I might have to leave that one because I don't have tiny snippers. I've only got the giant side cutters, which I've been using for everything. I really need to get some tiny snippers. Because otherwise, this one would be pretty easy. I just don't know how I'd go about getting it out. Because I don't really want to move stuff. This thing's really old. I don't want to have to break solder joints. I don't have to. But slowly, we're getting it all done. I might go for this guy in the meantime. Alright, so I'm at the back of the TV right now. And I was almost done. I think I've only got 3 or 4 capacitors on this side. Over here, I got this really big fat one, which has a big line down it. Probably burnt or something, I don't know. That's this one right here. And there was a tube right there that completely blocked my view of this capacitor right here. The service manual shows it being above the tube, going from, I think, right up here down, and I think it connects just down here. Yes, it does. That's great. That'll be really fun to get out. But it's coming along very well. We got the entire bottom side done. All the electrolytics are done. This is the amount of capacitors we're at right now. I got the one that was below here that I was worrying about. I got, I think, 2 down here. Yeah, there's that one there, and then there's that one here. There's a couple more, like this green one here. And there's another green one right there. I think there's only 5 in total left in this area, plus this one down here. So I'm gonna get that one out if I can, and I will be back. So for the last 2 years, I've been totally blind to the fact that I am missing the video output sync tube. It is right there, V5-6AW8, the video output sync separator. You know, I can't really do much without that, so I'm gonna have to order that and wait 2 weeks for it to come. So I think I'm gonna post this now, and then a part 2 will be in order once that gets here. I'm also gonna order another high voltage rectifier tube just in case, because that's the only tube that doesn't glow when I have turned it on in the past. That is the only tube that doesn't glow. So I'm going to order a second one of those just in case. That's about it for this one.